You're called the nice one, the team player, the one who never says no. And you're exhausted. What if being nice isn't a virtue? What if it's a trap? Hey, I'm Mihnea. If that sounds familiar, you're probably the person who holds the entire team's emotional state together. You're the one people come to vent to, the one who remembers birthdays, the one who just makes things feel better, right? But there's a cost in this, isn't there? The trap is a very real thing. Is that feeling in your stomach when you get an email at 6 p.m. on a Friday evening, and although you're already burning out, you find yourself typing? Sure, no problem. In this video, I want to show you exactly why your brain is wired to do this. This isn't a personal flaw, and it's your psychological filter. First, I'll show you what this filter is, how it makes you see the world. Then I'll explain you the real hidden cost of being too nice, and it's a lot bigger than just your own exhaustion. Picture this. You're in a project review meeting, the manager is praising two people for hitting their targets. Everyone is celebrating, clapping, applauding the numbers. But you're having a completely different internal discussion. You're thinking, this is great, but I saw how exhausted Jane was last week. I hope she's okay. And remember the time when we asked Mike to work late on his own anniversary? I still feel awful about that. Is the team actually being okay with all this? Recognize this? While everyone is focusing on the results, you're focused on how people are feeling. If you need a reference, think of Mantis from the Guardians of the Galaxy. Her superpower is literally feeling other people's emotion. Her first instinct isn't to analyze or to fight, is to check on the team. And that's not science fiction, that's the Harmonizer filter. Here's what's actually happening. This is your filter. We've talked about thinkers who see the world through logic and data, and they ask, is this logical? We talked about persisters who filter through values and opinions, and they ask stuff like, is this right? We've seen imaginers who reflect on things, and you can find these entire videos on my channel. You filter the world through feelings. You're tuned into the emotional frequency of the room. You're the one asking, does everyone feel good? Is there harmony? Are we all connected? The psychological framework for this in the process communication model is called the harmonizer. Your perception is based on compassion. You don't just notice feelings, you absorb them. So when you sense tension, your brain has one simple command: fix the bad feeling now. This filter is the source of your superpower, which is empathy. And that superpower is fueled by two deep psychological needs. First one, you need recognition as a person. You need to be valued for who you are and not what you do. I'm glad that you're part of this team is basically rocket fuel for you. Second, you need your sensory needs to be met. You're the one who are bothered by flickering light in the office or a bad smell. You need a comfortable and pleasant space to feel good. And this all traces back to one core unconscious question: am I lovable? Because your brain is trying to get a yes to that question, it develops a strategy. It tells you to be okay, I must please others. So you say yes even when you mean no. You take on extra work. You've learned that being the nice one is the safest way to get your needs met. But this strategy has a cost, and we can think of it like when your phone battery is draining. Stage 1, 20% of the battery. This is the warning light. You start to over-adapt. You say yes to everything. You can't set boundaries. You become even more accommodating, desperately trying to please everyone. Stage 2, your battery is at 5%, and now you're in real trouble. You start making small mistakes, small silly mistakes, making them mistakes that aren't like you. You might even put yourself down with things saying like, oh, that's so stupid of me, what's wrong with me? It's an unconscious cry for help. And stage 3, it's when your battery is at 0%. This is the crash. Complete withdrawal, deep sadness, your brain core question, am I lovable, feels like it's just got the answer with a no. This is where burnout becomes depression. This is where it gets interesting, and this is the part that nobody talks about. The trap isn't that you're exhausted and overworked. That's the tax you pay. The hidden cost is that you stop being honest. You don't give that coworker the critical feedback they actually need because you're too afraid of hurting their feelings. You don't speak up in the meeting about the huge flaw in the plan because you don't want to create a conflict. You create what's called fake harmony. Everyone seems happy, but the real problems are just pushed under the rug. And that fake harmony is like poison. It slowly kills trust, it ensures that bad projects move forward, and it guarantees that you feel invisible because no one knows exactly what you think. That's the trap. This whole thing, your superpower, your empathy, is designed to create real connection, but when you're in distress, you settle for fake harmony. So if you're watching this and it feels a little bit too real, you're not too nice. You're not a doormat, you're a harmonizer. Your ability to feel what others feel, it's one of the most valuable skills in any workplace. Period. You're not broken, you're just stuck in a trap. Now, knowing why you do this is the first step. The next logical step is to find out the how. How do you get out of this trap? How do you actually say no nicely? How do you set boundaries without feeling that wave of guilt that you're about to destroy a relationship with someone? This is a skill, it's a system, and it's exactly what we're building into the next video. So if this sounds useful, get subscribed. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you into the next one. Cheers.